Yo, what's going on YouTube, fine mind? This your boy Tony2times and we back with another video. Y'all already know. And man, I owe y'all this video. I posted it on my birthday, but for all my subscribers that been here since day one, y'all know I've been talking about doing this segment. This the new segment. It's called My Life, and it's gonna be episode 1. I'm gonna get right into it. So man, as y'all know, my name Tony. I'm originally from Baltimore, Maryland, and a little bit about myself. I'm from Lafayette Projects, East Baltimore. You know, I come from a family. You know, my mom had me when she was 14. My father was 15. My mom passed away when I was 16. My mom passed away when I was 16. I had my daughter when I was 17. Got locked up 3 months later. Caught 5 years for a robbery. You feel me? And I'm jumping around, but that's just to give y'all the gist of who I am. Came home, did warehouse work for 10 years, got hurt, decided to start a production company and a YouTube channel so I could talk to the people and get in, like, be an entrepreneur. Just got tired of just working for crumbs, especially when you're a felon. You know, they make it hard. I got a wife and 2 kids. I got a 14-year-old girl. She'll be 15 in March. And I got a 10-year-old. She'll be 11 in February. So yeah, I just wanted to come and talk to y'all and touch bases, man. But I'm going to go from the beginning, and we're going to do these in like 10-minute segments or 15 minutes. I don't want to talk y'all head off. But like I said, and I was kind of nervous to do these videos because I didn't want nobody judging my life because it's some crazy stuff in there. But, you know, it's real, so I'm going to give it to y'all because I appreciate the love and support. And this time I'm going to pay y'all back, man, because we hit that 1K so fast, I ain't even had time to respond. Now we at 2K, and it's like, all right, I need to, you know, get back in front of the camera because I don't just do behind the scenes for y'all that don't know, for y'all new subscribers. I actually get in front of the camera and talk about issues too. Sometimes I might have my wife with me. Sometimes it might just be me. So here we go. I was born in 1987, Baltimore, Maryland, Lafayette Projects. Like I told y'all, my mom was 14, my father was 15. My father originally from West Baltimore. He left the house at a real early age because my grandma, rest her soul, you feel me, she, you know, she had a boyfriend and him and my dad didn't get along. Y'all know how that go. And he broke my father's arm one time. So my dad basically was like, it's him or me. And of course, you know, at that age and my grandma, you know, she actually chose him, you know, which you can't blame her because women sometimes, they need that man, they need that kind of love. And I know some people say, oh, I'll never choose nobody with my kids. Now, hold up, before y'all say that, you know, my father chose to leave too, like he was ready to go. And so he had family in East Baltimore. That's where he met my mom at. As soon as he met my mom, my grandma, on my mom's side, y'all keep up with me because it's going to be crazy. She took a liking to my father, so she introduced my father to my mom, you feel me? And, you know, they started clicking, and the first time they, you know, did what they did, boom. You know, my mom got pregnant. My dad had to do what he had to do in the projects, you know, so he had to hustle. And, you know, I come from a family where as though that's real big. Anybody from Baltimore, y'all know about Lafayette, y'all know about East Baltimore, and everybody pretty much was hustling. Ain't nobody really know nothing else. Like, we knew, like, everybody had, like, Baltimore the type city. Now it's getting better, but at one point in time, jobs was like none, and people, we had with the Baltimore Harbor, we had so much stuff coming in. Y'all know what I mean when I say stuff, that people was able to get their hands on certain things and make a way out for their family. So, you know, so yeah, my father was doing that. You know, he got to a good point, you know. My mom, she actually did, you know, she passed away, you feel me, when I was 16 years old. But my mom, she started dipping and dabbing, you know, she started getting high. But, you know, at the time in the 80s and stuff, it was so much of that going around. It's almost like that was cool, like you got to pass on that. So, you know, after she had me, you know, my dad got locked up. He got caught up in the streets. He was still doing what he was doing. So it was just me and my mom. My mom was hustling for people, trying to make ends meet. And if y'all think The Wire or The Corner, that's pretty much how Baltimore go. You know, we post up on blocks. Down south, they got trap houses. But up north is you post up on blocks. If you're from Pennsylvania Avenue, you're going to post up on Pennsylvania Avenue. That's where you're gonna be at. That's where you're gonna have your pack at, and you have like red tops, pink tops, gold tops. That's what we do in Baltimore. We do bows. So yeah. So as a child growing up in the projects, I synced a lot. Synced a lot way too early. Seen people get high in front of me. Seen people OD in front of me. I didn't actually. It was so crazy when I was young. My cousin told me I put some sugar. I found a whole bunch of vials on the playground from people getting high and throwing them, and I put some sugar in them, and I took them outside. And just because everybody knew who my parents was, and they knew that my parents was in that lifestyle, people actually bought it from me. So when my cousin pulled up on me, she said I had like money in my pocket. You feel me? Like a bunch of money. They got some construction going on outside. I'm gonna play this back, but I hope y'all can still hear me. But yeah, so I started getting older. My dad, he came home and he moved to Birmingham, Alabama to get himself together and better his life, because he was in a position where he was either going to be dead, in jail, or basically getting high. It wasn't really too much options. So yeah, when my dad went down south, it was just me and my mom. She did the best she could, and I got shout out my grandma, my great grandma, granny, and my aunt Penny. She was like the pillar of the family. My aunt, she was like the one who held everything together. She had like a good job at the post office, and when we needed money and food, she'd come and bring us money, because she had moved to Baltimore County. And when I was young, that was like a big thing, like going out the county, like I'm going out the county. It was like going to a adventure, even though it's like only 20 minutes from Baltimore City. But that's just how the community is in Baltimore. A lot of people stay where they at. They don't really go other places. Now people starting to travel and move around. But when I was young, it's like if you was from East Baltimore, you stayed in East Baltimore. If you was from West Baltimore, you stayed in West Baltimore. So, when she moved out the county, she helped us out a lot. She got on her feet. She had a post office job, and she just retired like 2 years ago. So to us, she was winning. Like, it was like Disney World out there to me. So when I used to go out there and play with my cousin, my older cousin, and sync the toys and stuff he had, I was wondering, like, why I ain't got this stuff, But, it was just his mom was working, and my peoples was young and trying to figure it out. My mom, she ain't really never work or keep no job, you feel me, because of her sickness, her illness, dealing with the addiction. And but one thing, rest in peace my mother, I want to say that for one, because I don't want nobody getting the wrong idea about my mother. No matter what she did, she always did what she had to do for me, and I ain't never really go without. She did what she had to do, and a lot of positions she put herself in was for me. I was my mom's only child, so at the end of the day, I just wanted to put that out there as a disclaimer. But yeah, so as I turned about 5, went to school. I couldn't talk real good. I had like a speech impediment. Like, instead of saying uncle, like my uncle, I used to say my uncle and stuff like that. I used to like Ninja Turtles, but instead of saying Ninja Turtles, I used to say Ninja Turtles. Like, my tongue, like, I just couldn't talk. So I had to go to speech therapy, get that taken care of. That's probably why even to this day, certain stuff I say on my videos, y'all probably like, what'd he say? You know what I mean? But y'all bear with me though. But yeah, so, my dad was down there getting himself together. The way we got down there in Birmingham, my granddad moved down there first, like back in the day, like, because he was just tired of Baltimore and what was going on. And he left, he got a house, and he basically told my father when my father came from prison, like, you need to figure out what you're going to do, because if you can't take care of him if you can't take care of yourself. Like, ain't no jobs, ain't nothing going on up there. So, he left for a good reason, you feel me? I just talked to my dad yesterday, you feel me? So, we tight. I got 3 little sisters in Birmingham, but, yeah, so, as the plot thickens, my mom was out there doing what she had to do, and it's crazy because my mom's side of the family is from Lafayette, and my dad had a side of the family from Lafayette, so almost my whole family from the projects, So, just growing up in that and seeing certain things, man, it turned you kind of, I was a bad child. I was angry, you feel me? Like, I had a temper problem. I liked to fight. But, you know how they go growing up in that environment, man. But, my mom, she was out there doing what she had to do, trying to make a way. But my great-grandma, rest in peace, Granny, she, like, held the family together. Like, she looked out for everybody, made sure me and my little cousins ate, made sure we was straight, made sure we ain't want for nothing. And if our moms wasn't at their best that day, because sometimes when you ain't got your product or what you need, you get sick, like you can't really function. So she'll make sure we was straight. You know, she pretty much took care of us, man. So, you know, she was like the matriarch of the family. So yeah, and you know, so basically, you know, we did what we had to do. It was fun. We had like a 7-Eleven. Like people down south, y'all don't really know too much about 7-Eleven. Like right by the projects, we had a McDonald's right there. So, you know, and then we was in the city. We in Baltimore City, so all the action was right outside our front door. You know, like my mom used to take me downtown, like, and make me like dance. I used to like Michael Jackson, and like I had like 2 silver teeth. I'm gonna put the picture up, and everybody used to say I was so cute. They used to always give me money and give me money, and my mom used to be like, all right, that was like our come up. So I learned how to hustle like early, you feel me? So, you know, like, and you know, I ain't look at it as, I ain't think of it as nothing. I just looked at it like I was helping my mom at the time, you know, till I got older, and I was like, hold up, you feel me? But it is what it is. But yeah, so my mom, you know, she was pushing on, you know, trying to make sure I was straight while my dad was down there again on his feet. She ain't never take him to child support, none of that. My mom was a proud woman. She felt like she could make a way. So, you know, my father, he sent bread and he did what he had to do. I used to go down to Birmingham for the summers and all that when I was young. So, yeah. And let me see where I can leave this story off at, because I don't want to keep this episode too long. Because remember, it's going to be a segment, so I'm going to do like, it's probably going to sum it up maybe like 7. I'm thinking I probably can finish it in about 7 episodes. So yeah. So yeah, my cousin, oh yeah, my Uncle Mine, you know, he was in the projects, you know, rest in peace, Uncle Mine, you feel me? Like my cousin Deborah, it was a whole bunch of us in the apartment. So, you know, you learn to share, you learn to love your family. That's why I call y'all family, because that's all you got out here. And, you know, when you rock with somebody a long way, that's your family. Even if y'all ain't blood related, you feel me? That's your family. Because sometimes a stranger in the street can love you more than your real family. So, yeah. So pushing through, man, like, I remember, like, being, like, outside playing with the kids and playing with people, like my homeboy Tiger and my cousin Hot Rod. Hot Rod got 55 years. Tiger got 55 years. You know, a lot of people from my childhood and a lot of my family incarcerated, you know, so it's crazy. But, you know, my mom, she tried her best to kick her habit, you know. My cousin Shantae, my cousin Shira mom, she was able to, you know, get clean and get, you know, back and forth. She'd get clean, then she'll fall back, then she'll get clean. And that's just how it is growing up there. You know, it's drugs all around, violence all around, it's crime all around. If you grew up in the inner city, you know what I'm talking about. Like, it's just a lifestyle that a lot of people don't understand, but it's real. And, you know, I just want to bring a lot of awareness to it, too. You know, so, yeah. But, yeah, man, I'm going to leave it right there for episode 1, you feel me? I ain't going to talk y'all head all too much. Plus, I want to give y'all them cliffhangers. I want to keep y'all coming back. So, man, y'all already know the slogan. Thanks for watching, family. If you're new to the channel, be sure to subscribe. Hit that notification bell for uploads. Family, y'all already know what it is. Leave your comments below, man. Y'all don't say nothing bad about my family, please. I know we ain't the best family. We might have been a little dysfunctional, but I ain't know it at the time. So, man, I'm bringing this out here because it's real, and I always want to share my story because it's a lot, you feel me, and it's real. And sometimes I just be want to let certain things out. So, yeah. But, man, you know, make sure you hit that like button, man. Make sure y'all share these videos if y'all feeling it. Check out the links in the description also, man, if you want to support the channel, support what we doing even more, man, you know. Because like I said, I'm trying to get it with as though we interviewing big artists. You know, we doing certain things, trying to shoot a documentary. We trying to get like a hood mini-series together. Because we are a real production company for y'all that don't know, so. Yeah, man, I'm going to leave y'all with that, man. But I appreciate the love and support, man. We was on that race to 1K. Then we hit 2K. So I guess I could say we on that race to 5K, family. We got to get a new race. I know I like setting the goals. So we can say we on that race to 5K, man. But thanks for watching, man. Stay tuned for part 2 coming real soon. Love y'all, fam.